Hello, and welcome to A VO's Journey. My name is Anthony Pica, and this show is all about helping the new and upcoming voiceover artists grow their business and sidestep all of the crazy things that I seem to step on. Happy Monday. It is the 16th of November, and it's crazy again that we are now more than halfway through November, and we are getting closer and closer to Thanksgiving. So happy early Turkey Day to you all. I want to talk to you today about a topic that I think keeps coming up a little bit more to me recently. And I think it's just indicative of how many new people are coming into the voiceover industry, but actually more so how many people are switching from just doing traditional voiceover to working online solely and trying to grow their business themselves. And the title of today's video is called Don't Be Afraid of Fiverr. And, you know, I'm using Fiverr in the general terms, but also, you know, don't be afraid to use websites like Fiverr, but in general, don't be afraid to use freelance websites. I think there's a lot of stuff out there right now, and it has been for the last, I don't know how many years, honestly, that says, you shouldn't be on freelance websites. You shouldn't be on pay-to-play websites. These sites somehow degrade the industry. And, so what happens is I get a lot of people who come up and they're like, Anthony, should I be on Fiverr? I'm worried I'm going to get blacklisted, or I'm worried that someone is, people are not going to work with me, or, it's going to destroy my business. And, I want to tell you that, I personally, and this is, and all I tell you on this channel is what I've personally been through. So, other people might have had other, they might have had other things happen to them. But for me, I have never had one issue with anyone that I've worked privately, all right, outside of a platform or platform to platform, ever have anyone say anything to me about where I work or, where I offer my services, right? And if you stop and you think about it for a second, as a business, right, you are offering your services and you are using platforms, the internet, wherever you're marketing as a place for people to find you. So you wouldn't think it was odd if you saw an ad for a restaurant or a jewelry or a store or a whatever pop up somewhere that you were on. You wouldn't think that was awkward at all, because they're marketing their business. They're advertising to you where you are. So why would we as business owners be worried about marketing ourselves or advertising ourselves where customers are? So I think that's one thing. And so, for me, I look at advertising or marketing my business as getting myself out as many places as possible, getting myself out on many platforms as possible, because these platforms are spending lots of money to bring people to them. And if we are on them, right, we're going to benefit from that business or from that money they're spending. If we're not on them, no one is going to find us from all of that money that's being spent. No one's going to find us. Okay, we're letting that money that could be we could be getting a little piece of that pie just evaporate to nothing. Now the question, of course, is pricing, which always says, degrading yourself as pricing. Now, many of you who have watched my channel, you know how I feel about pricing and how I feel that it has enough. Pricing never has anything to do with what we are worth as people, because what we are worth, what you are worth as a person, in my opinion, is incalculable. We can't ever put a price on. We are so valuable. I personally think every person is that you can't put a price on that. But you can price out your business, the assets, the intellectual property, the goodwill of your business name. You can price out those things, right? So your business itself can have a price. And if you look at it from that standpoint of view, right, as a business owner, right, no matter where you are, you can still choose to market yourself and at the price level that you want. None of these platforms, except the platforms that do specifically make you charge a certain thing that they say, all right? But, you are not beholden to any of these, meaning like you can join a whole bunch, but not join this one or that one because you don't specifically agree. But, the thing I love about Fiverr is that it's open. You can get on there and charge whatever you want to charge. And the reason why more and more people, I think, are using Fiverr businesses is not only access, right? Because they get to bypass, although I will have to tell you, more and more agencies and video production companies are using it because it's so easy. They don't have to maintain a roster. They don't have to deal with the processing of payments. They don't have to deal with holding things in escrow. They don't have to deal with contacting and having that information in the back end and hiring people. They don't have to deal with any of that. So it's cheaper for them. All right? There's less people to deal with. There's less problems. So because of that, more and more agencies and video production companies and things are using Fiverr, and I can tell you that for a fact, all right, because they use me through Fiverr. But I will say that pricing in that context, you can offer whatever price you want on that platform. You can charge $5 or you can charge $150 for whatever grouping of words you want. But the difference with Fiverr, though, that people I think mess up is that Fiverr is charged like a product, right? The idea was taking a service and turning it more into a product, which I love because as a product, you and I have more control over how and when, and why and what we do, as opposed to a service. It's so beholden upon the person who's hiring us, what they want us to do. They kind of hold our fate in the palm of their hand. But as a product, then we can offer that product to many different places, many different people. There's a system there. There's something that's tangible that goes beyond just us. So I'm getting off topic, and I've done some other videos about this, but I just wanted to come on today and tell you, please don't be afraid of Fiverr. Don't be afraid of Upwork. Don't be afraid of other freelance websites or pay-to-play websites. All right? Don't be afraid of email marketing. Don't be afraid of marketing through social media. Don't be afraid of agents, and don't be afraid of the SAG-AFTRA. Don't be afraid of any of these places. Okay? These places want you. They want you to be a part of them, all right? Because you, like I said, are incalculable, right? You add something. But here's the thing. Don't be afraid of it because in the end, it's up to you to run and grow your business. No one else is responsible but you, which means that no matter what you hear, no matter what anyone says to you, you are the one in the end that has to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I did this, I didn't do that, this is what happens because of this or that person. You, in the end, have to answer to yourself. So I always say, unless someone is going to write me a check for my family, right, for me listening to their advice, I'm going to do the very best that I can, and I'm going to find business my way and not be afraid of it. And I'm going to help as many other people and support people, all right, no matter what they feel as well. I hope this video helps you. Don't be afraid of Fiverr. Don't be afraid of freelance websites. Don't be afraid of pay-to-play websites. Don't be afraid of social media. Don't be afraid of agencies or unions, or don't be afraid of these places. Embrace them. Make them a part of your business. Be active members, and I promise you it will be well worth your while, and people will accept you with open arms. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Happy Monday. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.